回我，有人要憧憬，借一朵白云，拍一张合影，想一想，问自己，梦打听，远去这去了远方，愿他都安心。有人放烟花，有人追晚风，借一缕时光，捧一片星空，听一听，等一等，别匆匆，造梦者造了好梦，直到我称颂。世界赠予我聪明，也赠予我雷霆，赠我弯弯一杯月，也赠予我惋惜，赠我一场雨，有漫漫千摇风里，赠我一场空，有渐渐填满真感情。有人唱情歌，有人听晚钟，借一丝懵懂，尽一片翻涌，追一追，赶一赶，情中浓。好故事眷顾好人，天赐的恩宠。世界赠予我拥有，也赠予我黑青，赠我小小一扇窗，也赠予我无敌，赠我一个谜，有渐渐长大的年龄，赠我一首诗，又悄悄读得很安静。有人要回我，有人要憧憬，借一朵白云，拍一张合影，想一想，问自己，梦打听，远去这去了远方。
Hello，亲爱的小伙伴们，大家晚上好。
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I'm Michelle from Zhangzhou, and I'm MC tonight. And I see a lot of teachers and our teacher trainees already coming in. And thanks for all of you to open your camera. And thank you for our TTs. And I would invite you to go find your seat partner and our classmates. Please invite them to come to the class now. Okay, so let me introduce myself first. I'm from Zhangzhou, Fujian, and I'm also from I also started the book club of the Diamond Wisdom. I'm the first person to start the reading club in Zhangzhou, and I have a education institution myself, and I have been in this area for 7 years. And I started my SSIM from 3 years ago. SSIM 4 and SSIM 7. And I'm very happy today to be the MC today. And I benefit a lot from the Seeds Wisdom. And I hope one day also I can be a teacher, just like the other teachers, to spread the wisdom. And I found also, I'm a teacher and I speak a lot, and there's a lot of challenges also myself on standing on the stage and speaking. So today, and we are very honored to invite. We invited Professor He Ping to give us the first lesson on voice training. So before He Ping Professor come in, and let me introduce her a little bit. And we know that she came from China media, a very famous college, and he's also a worker from the media worker, and he's a journalist as well. And I'm a fan of He Ping Professor. I know her from 2024. At that time, I was helping Vivian Wang teacher to do the DCIG1 and also the retreats. And He Ping Professor come to the class and give us some classes, and I was feeling very amazed, and I was feeling like I was in a very beautiful studio listening to the most beautiful voice in the universe. So I feeling very relaxed and very enjoyable. It was the wisdom is hard sometimes, but to listening from this kind of a voice, it feels so pleasant. So every time when He Ping Professor giving us the class, and I will go to her class because I really like her voice. So before I invite He Ping Professor, please go to the group and inform our TT members about the class. We already started. So let's adjust our motivation. And He Ping Professor will come out at 7:40. So at the end, we will have a group picture, and also we will do some. We'll give you some announcements for next week. and also some coffee meditation at the end. So now please give your diamonds and flowers in the chat room to welcome our dear Professor He Ping, if you are ready. Thank you for Michelle for this introduction, and thanks for all of you online, and thanks for Vivian for my translation on the PPT, so that our TTs from overseas can understand it as well. So let's get us. So I'm really grateful for today have the chance to plant the seeds on all of you. Please think for a second why you take part in the SSIM, why you come to the Teacher Bureau for a continuing project. So what is your motivation? And let's think about our motivation. And with this motivation, we start today's class. I think it will be amazing, will be different. Thank you for all of you. So I gave you a homework last time, yesterday, right? So in the group, I see and hear many TD's homework, and I choose some of your homework. So if you can open your camera, I will tell you why. Please open your camera and I will tell you why. So because today we need a lot of interaction, and we need to, all our body to get joined in this class. I see my so Vivian said that helping Professor asked us to eat less and not eating. And I want to ask you guys, any of you eat a lot, like have a full belly? If you do, please put 333 if you eat a lot. Okay, I see someone said that they didn't eat that much. So you can check, after you have a full belly and practice this, how it feels like. So in old ancient Chinese times, so in the music instruments, what kind of instruments you can name it in the chat room. What kind of instrument? So when you do this sax and this kind of instruments, when they have this kind of instrument, they need to eat a lot. They need to eat a lot when they do the instrument. But when you want to speak well, if you eat too much, and then you get more easily to get nervous, and you get stuck in this area, the throat area, because your space has been occupied by your food. So if you have a task to be the host, or you will do the live broadcasting, then maybe try to eat less. Don't eat too much. And in the next class, I will tell you how we can use our qi, our breath. So at that time, I will tell you again to eat less, or maybe don't eat at all. So I hope in these two classes, and to enjoy the class with, to be more relaxed and enjoy, because the first key point of having a good voice is being relaxed. I hear many of your examples do you listen to other people's voice? Yeah, I see someone's nodding their head. Yeah. So I take Shi Jun's example, and you will listen to his voice later. Okay, so let's continue with our class. Can you see my PPT? Okay, all right. So we have two classes this time. So the first class is today. The second class is 2 weeks later. We will do some practice in between. So today, we do basic training. Mainly is to help you to help your own like a fine tone about the tones. Do you have any judgments on what is a beautiful voice? What is you know maybe you can chat in the chat room, and or you can open your microphone and talk. You can name what kind of voice you think is a good voice. What kind of voice you think is is a good voice? Uh, okay. Clear voice. Uh, uh, pleasant voice. Soft voice. Pure voice. And someone says very emotional. Okay. Some heavy, heavy voice. All right. So when we know what kind of voice is good, then we have something to follow. But there are some myths, and I misunderstanding. I have to take it off you. So because someone think like the voice is completely like a nature and we cannot change it, but actually this is not like that. I told you yesterday that we can change it. It's possible. And also some girls they want this kind of a high voice or sweet voice. They think it's good. But actually, when you're in a class or maybe in the SSIM, some and some professor will tell you, give you advice. Please use normal voice. Normal voice. Maybe some professor or APs give you this kind of advice. So downstairs there's a kindergarten in my place, and there will be some children talking, and then there will be the kindergarten teacher will be talking. So when we talk with children, what kind of tones we might have? Yeah, we talk when we talk with children, we have different voice. Yeah, we have very like a cutie, cute voice. Yeah, just something like that. So so during the SSIM training, when you do interaction with others, and so sometimes you might hear this kind of very cute voice, right? Uh, so because actually sometimes subconsciously, unconsciously, we will use this kind of voice. We think it's nice. We think it's good, it's sweet. But actually, when we meet some kind of, the typical kind of man, and when they are in the classroom, they will think, it's kind of embarrassing. Uh, and they think, okay, there's some famous celebrity. There's a lady who has this very, very sweet, very cute voice. His name is Lin Zhiling. If you know her, because she has a very cute voice. So there's a we even have this Lin Zhiling's voice. this type of voice in our GPS as well. Well, sometimes we sometimes we yeah different people think differently, what kind of voice you think is good. So it depends on the environment. Because if you talk with the children, if you use the voice of kind of authority, and they might feel, scared, right? But if you use this kind of very cutesy voice, and they will feel good, right? So so if you use this kind of cute voice, maybe in GPS, is also a good thing because you will feel more relaxed and drive slow. Uh, so so different kind of tones. Think about if you use this kind of tone in the classroom, on the stage. So it's depends on the environment, on the different scenarios, what kind of voice we use. So, it's not like this voice is good or that voice is bad. It depends on what kind of environment we are in. So let's find our own tones. So there's some basic thing about the voice. The first is so don't think it's natural, like we speak like this way, but actually our vocal organs, they are like the musical instrument. So I tell you yesterday, like try to wear something relaxed, more loose, not tight, no suit, because your whole body, it's like an instrument. And the vocal organs, it is our. Have you ever see this organ maybe in a medical way? So I have a professor who they study this vocal organ, and I see that what it looks like inside. So actually there are two muscles. One is here and one is here. So actually it need to practice. It's two muscles. So when these two muscles be together, and the breath, can you see? So the two muscles, our voice come out from here in between, and these two muscles, they have this resonation, and then you hear the voice. So when you sing, you have this chi flow over, and there will be the high tones. And when you speak very slowly, whispering, and your resonation will be very light. So at this age, so at my age, I know there's a famous singer who is good at the high tones. So you might think like he's super good, right? So have you ever heard him talking in normal way? You will find out that he speak very differently from his singing. So actually, when he speaks, you can feel like his voice is kind of heavy and low, but when he singing, you can see him have very, very high voice. But when he is not singing, his muscles are very relaxed, and then he will, speak like this way, more heavy voice. I'm talking about this because I want to give you some tips how we can use these two muscles so we don't feel tired. They are also muscles. That means the muscles will get tired. It's just like, our practice. and we can use it to improve our voice. Since it's the qi resonate with the muscles, then we can practice with it. So what's the connection with our bodies? Our body. So sometime I like to listening to the high tones of singing of songs. Howard Lodi. It's some famous singer who is good at the high voice. So I give you an example. Maybe you can check on the Google. You see that he's kind of fat. He has a big shape. And I want to ask you why he is not losing his weight. And also there's many singers, some the singers who do the high tones of voice, and why they do not lose their weight. Yeah, because our body is a kind of this box. It's actually supporting our voicing. So we need to use our body, especially the TTs, because we do yoga as a TT. If we do yoga, we know how to breathe, and we know how to use our body. And when you speaking, we can use all our body parts to support our voice, our speaking. So we need to know, this whole vocal organs, they're like the very sophisticated music instrument. So if like so, actually we can change our voice if we know how to train it. Yeah, this guy in the chat room is a famous singer. So be relaxed, your body. They're all connected with your voice, okay? So yesterday I was talking about when we do practice, we can change our tones. So from what we can change? First is breath, by breath controlling. And so our whole body is like the box, and how we can resonate, with our voice. Anyone knows how our body can resonate with our voice? Oh, I see many people are typing the right answer. Yeah, that's our breast, our stomach, and our nose, nose, mouth, and our brain. Head is this. Actually, they care a lot about this part, the head. So actually for us, we need to really use on our nostril, our breast, and also our stomach. For speaking clearly, there's two parts which connected with it. One is the lips and one is our tongue. We will practice today. So when we do this practice, when you do this practice, you can mute yourself later. So actually we are starting. So when people start do the practice, they just start it right away. But actually, if you want to have a good voice, you need to learn how to listen. So what kind of things we need to listen? What to listen? Yeah. That's why I give you a homework. That's why. Can you see my PPT? All right. Okay. First, be aware of your your status when you talk, and you need to listen to your voice. I see your examples, your voice sending in the group. I want to ask you, have you ever have you did you make some judgments on your own voice? Did you? I want to ask, you can open your microphone if you do. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I hear someone talking. All right. Yeah, I think my tones are a little bit hard. There's no emotions. But the good thing is like it's clear and it's comfortable. That's the good part. All right. Anyone else? You can just open your microphone and speak. Okay. First, I recorded my voice on my introduction, and I found it's not they don't have the stress. Actually, before I learned a little bit on how to speak, so then I write my self introduction, and I put the where to stress and where to to do. Actually, and then so Hoping Professor said that he heard the Hongshan's voice is quite good. Yeah, someone comment on the chat room said it's not his voice is not stable, it's not clear, and sometimes he couldn't speak a full word. Yeah, that's our homework. And only when you learned how to listen, and then you know where to change it and where to uh, change your voice. So you have to learn to listen first. Listen to your own voice. Someone said, don't know how to change the breath. And someone said his voice is not emotional, it's flat. Yeah, your judgment is more about the in general. And do you have any judgment on the tones? Yeah, as someone said, I don't know how to breathe. And there's a lot of uh, uh, someone said it's not a pleasant voice. So I have two examples. One is from Shijun, one is from Gao Jie. So Shijun, did you listen to your voice? Okay, I hear my own voice and I feel like well, why it's like that? I don't think it's pleasant. It's not pleasant. It's not joy with no joy. Yeah, it's Gao Jie here. Yeah, I hear my voice. I don't like my voice. I think it's kind of very sick. But I did it with emotion. But when I utter my voice, I don't. So it's not what I think. It's just different from what I think. Okay, thank you for Shijun and Gaojie. So what I want to talk to you now is like we need to be aware of what kind of voice I have now and what kind of good voice is like. So each time I have to listen. That's why we need to have a seat partner, and we need to listen to our voice, and we need to listen to other people's voice. So any of you ever have this feeling that when you first time you listen to your voice, and then you think, oh, is that my voice? I couldn't believe it. So So when I start my work and I couldn't listen to my voice, because it's unbearable, embarrassing, and I don't want to listen to my own voice. Actually, so when we listen to our own voice, so when we hear our voice, actually, we feel it in our body, but then we speak when we recorded our voice, and it's like we transfer in the space. It's different than what we hear and what other people hear. So we need to listen to our voice. So I tested many times. So I'm saying, if you really, really like voice, you can buy some very professional equipment. Actually, different equipment that sounds differently. Last time when I was sharing, I because we have more and more online classes now. So if you want to save your energy, and I think you need to buy a good earphone. The wireless earphone and the earphone with the wire with cables are different. So you need to try. You need to try. They are all tools. Just no matter what kind of tools you're using, it's fine. But you need to try that is suitable for you. Okay, so yeah, it's fine. Yes, someone said like with the earphone it's not comfortable, so you need to find your own suitable earphone. So there's one thing like because our earphones usually it's a pair, right? So I would suggest you when you giving class online, you only have one. Okay, you only put one. Why? Because your whole body is the instrument, and you need to hear your voice. When we do a work before, we need to have that big voice, a big earphone. So that's a simple way, like you use only one of the earphone, the other one don't use, and then you can hear your own voice. So because if you put your two earphone, and your voice might go louder, and then your voice will be, will feel uncomfortable, something like that. Okay. So if you only have one, then sometimes we can hear our voice, and then you can change it, use this one and later use that one. So that's one skill. Okay. So now I want to show you something about the voice. Okay, let's watch a video. That is me 30 years ago. And I will let you hear my voice 30 years ago. There's no one else said before, okay? All right, there's no voice. Oh, wait a minute. Was adjusting the voice. Okay. All right. Now you can listen to Heping Professor 30 years ago. And so actually, for me, I feel very embarrassing. I don't want to listen to it. So what do you feel? What do you feel for when you're hearing this voice? I think you guys have quite low standards. Um, because actually, So I'll give you this another one. So what do you think the difference between these two different versions? So for this class, I found these two different versions, and I think it's funny. So what do you think? Okay. Okay, the second one is have more emotions. All right. So the first one is more clear and sharp, and second one is more emotional. Actually, there's different scenarios. The first one is the news. The second one is the poems. So actually, your voice is actually the tones depending on your materials. That's why I want to talk about so your voice need to have different colors, and you can add colors to your voice. So 30 years ago, I was like that, and now I was different. So you can change it. Depend on the content that we are delivering. We can have different colors of our voice. So the younger voice, that's my natural tones. That's when the first 2 years of when I was in university, when I start learning, that's my natural voice. That's who you are. That's your original way. There's no resonation. That's just kind of so to copy the voice. It's not like it's not good, but to find some kind of voice you feel like you like, and then you try to follow it. I mean, not the tones, but the feelings you can try to learn and then practice according to the voice you like. And now I give you another one to try to hear it. No, not yet. Oh, okay. There's some technical issues going on. Just wait a minute. Yeah. This recording is yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you couldn't hear it, but it's a voice of Jiang Xun, a teacher. Have you ever maybe I will try to find it now. I can share with you. Just yeah, wait a minute. Professor is looking for the example. No. Okay. ，Okay. So how do you feel when you're listening to this voice? It's warm, right? Very stable. And some people were struggling with the standard of the Mandarin, but actually it's fine. If you have a good tone, so what you are delivering, people are willing to listen. So, so the important thing is like you find your voice, your comfortable zone, find your comfortable area. So I will share with you how you can find your comfortable area. So you feel like so the first example of my voice, actually that wasn't my comfortable area. The second example is I'm using my comfortable zone. So that's why I'm saying be relaxed, because if you relax, then you will find your comfortable zone. But if you are over relaxed, let's check another one. Let's see if we can let's see if we can play this one. Oh, still still cannot, not sure why, but okay, maybe we can invite our uh sh all right. You can find it in a group. All right. So Shijun is going to read something for you. Mm. So I choose these two examples because they are reading the same material. So the first one will be Shijun. Okay, just listen. Okay. I think this sounds better than your recording. So I actually I want to show you the recording. I think the recording is too relaxed. You can go back to the group and then listen to Shijun's voice. That is too much relaxed. And I think Shijun, his Midwest voice is good. But if he goes to over relax, and then you will feel there's no color. It will feel not good. I would suggest you to try to listen to the different TT's voices. Try to listen. So each time when we do the SIM, do the OSW, we give feedbacks to our TTs. But one thing is for the first step, but the sec, second one is about it's only when you can hear other people's, when we know. So from when we commenting on others and we see how we can improve ourselves. And also Gaojie teacher, his voice is high and her voice is kind of tight. So when you first listen, it's fine. But when you speak for 2 hours and then you are done, and then at night, and then you will feel tired. So during this process, we need to find the most comfortable zone for ourselves, the most comfortable point. Let's see if we can hear. All right. You can hear it in the group. So here I want to tell you what kind of voice is good. What is kind of, all right. What is, so it's about the voice, expression. So when you see this, oh, yeah, you don't need it, okay? No professional thing, okay? So let's give us some rejoice, because I know when you see this, you will feel you are over. So we can judge a voice by this kind of different items. This kind of voice you feel difficult also, right? So we don't want this as well. So I want to give also myself a sum up because I don't want you to feel difficult. So actually I divided into the two parts. One is hardware and one is software. So hardware is to try to train your breath, train your mouth, and train your voice. And the software is like train your emotions, your stress, where to stress, and rhythm, and also intonation. So actually, this time I want we can improve in our hardware. Okay. So the very important thing is try to relax. Yeah. Yeah, don't try to make your voice more bright, more sharp. Let's just relax. And then find your comfortable zone. That is the mid-bass voice. Yeah. How to find your comfortable zone. The first one is called the piano key method. We're not talking about this today. That is a little bit complicated. But today I want to share with you the bubble sound method. Anyone knows this method? If you know, you can chat. You put in the chat room. It's called bubble sound method. If you have children, maybe you know this. The children sometimes they give this kind of bubble voice. Yeah, you can check it on Google. Okay, now please relax. Relax and try to find your comfortable zone. That's what we can practice for the first week. So relax. Relax your whole body. Good. Try to yell, like half open your mouth, like yeah. Yum. And pronounce this like a bubble. if you couldn't do it, maybe your muscles here are too tight. Re relax. Relax. Maybe someone want to open your microphone and try to pronounce it. Yeah, the bubble sound are kind of comfortable. Actually, they're massaging our voice. Okay. Some TT want to show the practice. Relax and your shoulders open. Try to feel it. Someone said it's hurting. So if you feel hurting, then maybe you are not doing the right. Someone else is showing. Let's see. Maybe some children can do it more easily. Can you hear? Try to do this. Relax your shoulders and half open your mouth, and like when you are doing the half open your mouth. You need to relax your muscles here, because only when you relax, you have this kind of voice, and then it's more pleasant. Only when you relax, well, you can have this bubble voice from here, and from this as a basic, that kind of ah, and then you pronounce ah, and then that is your best comfortable zone. This need to practice. This need to practice. So our voice they have different levels. So it's like so when I say ling ling, ling ling, so it's different kind of voice. So our most comfortable zone is the mid bass. Specific. Clear your voice, clear your throat. So if you have water, you can drink some water, but don't swallow it. Don't swallow it. Yeah, you just do this. So you can try it, use this way, try to drink some water, and then feel that. So this is the first one, and you can practice after class, okay? Do you still have any question? Because I have another key point I want to share also. You can try to practice after class. If you have any questions, you can ask now. So if you have quite a lot of teachings and broadcasting, so when you're tired, there will be a sign that you couldn't do the bubble voice. You couldn't do it. And then you can drink the water and use this way to try to massage our, muscles here. So you have your seat partner and help your seat partner and listen to their voice and help him to hear this, okay? Help each other. So this can relax our voice. And then it's fun. So next. I will call it GPS location when you do this bubble voice method, because we need to find our perfect position of our own voice. If you learn the musician, and then you can use another way. But for us, like we can use this kind of bubble way to locate our best comfortable position. So someone said that that I swallow my voice. I couldn't speak it clearly. So what's the connection? So why it's like that? That's because actually it's our lips and our tongues. So I see many men have this kind of issues because man's voice is more low, and if our mouth, our lips, so it's if we don't have strength, then it's like it's not clear. We need to do our to enhance the strength of our lips and tongue. So there's a exercise. There's a exercise of the mouth. So it's not very pretty, but I have to do it for you. So look at me. Look at me. Okay. Okay. For lips, how to make my lips more have more strength. So you do this. You do this. So you put your lips together and then like this. Just look at the picture. So then you feel a little bit tired, right? So if you feel tired, then means like you didn't use your lips much. Do this practice in these 2 weeks. So because the next class is based on this, you have to practice this, okay? That's the lip. That's the lips. The tones, how to practice your tones. So one is put your tones at the left and the right and make a circle. Make a circle inside, clockwise and anti-clockwise, and try to use as much strength as possible. Look at the teacher. Try to use the strength as much strength as possible. Yeah, you can cover yourself. Try to make circles and just don't touch your teeth. Don't get hurt. So this actually, it has one good thing because in Daoism, it can help us to gain more kind of a good liquid. I don't know how to talk about this. So it actually can help you to protect your muscles here, protect your vocal muscles here. That's the second practice. Remember it, okay? The third practice, third practice like the snake. No. It's like a the third one is look at. So only when your tone has more strength, and then you can have this position. It's like you make a voice by your tongues. You can make a voice by put your tongue up and then you make a sound. So Professor Perkins maybe couldn't. Put your tongue here. Yeah, put your tongue here. Look at Professor Herping. So 3 ways to practice. One is this, and then your tongue. And then to make the sound. So three practice when we every day we need to do, okay? All right. All right. So this there will be the next class. What we will do in next class, because when some TT say that that like my voice is dry, it's not very emotional, blah blah. But next class we will learn 10 different ways, simple ways to make our voice more like a full. For example, to make our voice can so when you speak like this, then it feels dry, but it's flat. It's flat. If I want to make it more pleasant, yeah, like this way, it's more pleasant because I open my mouth and I can have this resonation of my mouth. But I didn't use my breast resonation. But at the end, when we do, we will resonate with our breast. And then if you want to have your voice more colors, more you can infect others. And then we need to use breath. So the first class, I give you 2 weeks to practice because that's all for the next class. You do this practice and then we can do next class better. So it's very important. You need to practice. And before we end this class, I give you some other gift. How to make my voice more colorful immediately. Like just Shijun said, I feel my voice is not warm, not emotional. Yeah, not colorful. I give you one tip. So that one is called to lift your muscle. So when to lift this muscle here. So when you try to speak and lift this muscle, try to think like that. So when you about to smile, but you are not yet smile. And then lift this muscle here and then speak. So, and then you will sound more colorful. So maybe someone can give us an example. So when you lift this muscle here, how how it sound like? How it sound like when you do this muscle? Let's see. Okay, so he will read the ECIGs. Okay, listen to him. This is a normal way of reading. Okay. Okay, first one without lifting the muscles. So now lift the muscle here and then speak. So now with lifting the muscle. So anyone want to comment on it? Yeah, it will be if we are off, if we are, face to face, offline, that will be, then we can. Yeah, it feels different, right? After you lift the muscle here. Yeah, it has more feelings, different. All right. So that's some small gift for all of you. You can try. So please do record your voice. So do the recording before and after, and then to listen. So we have two tasks. One is to use the Babel voice to locate our most comfortable zone, and then find it and locate it. 2 weeks maybe a little bit to rush, but try to find it, okay? The second one is try to practice your lips, your tongue, try to train it. So next week, after 2 weeks, you will have more powerful voice. Yeah, if you didn't remember it, it's fine because we will have the contents in the group chat, in the group, okay? So the last one, we have a little gift for you for this, lift this muscle. That's the gift. This is lifting your muscle here. It's like you lifting the muscle, but you're not smiling yet. Because you see many professional people when they standing on the stage, they will be like this. So next class, there will be 10 ways to make your voice better. So I give you very simple ways. Do remember you already signed with me. Like give me 5, okay? And we already signed for the contract for practice. And thanks for translating. And I hope overseas TTs can also benefit from my class. Find your own comfortable position. And then yeah, that's my class. And thank you for all of you. Give this opportunity. Okay, thanks for thank you for the beautiful teachings today. And I remember because I I'm very interested in the voicing. So I want to learn the skills, and I have many classes on it, but there's many professional, items, and it's hard for me to practice. But today, our professor He Ping had given me such he deleted so many difficult items and give us only the simple and effective way. It's super interesting and fun, and I benefit a lot. If you feel the same as me, if you benefit a lot, please put one in the chat room and giving Professor He Ping flowers and diamonds. So later we will do a group picture together, and then also I have some announcement for all of you. So please stay, don't leave yet. So now let's do a group picture together. What kind of gesture we use today? Okay, first step. First step, do find your four-step partner. Okay, hold on for a little bit. There's quite many people today. Hey, wait a minute. Stay there. Keep your smile. We have 3. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for all of you. Okay, thank you for Wei Lu for the pictures. So now I have an announcement for the next events. So after today's class, so we're already expecting for next class, right? So if you feel the same as me, please put 222. So let Professor He Ping see you're expecting for the classes. So what we are learning now, this is the first time. So we are already planning for the next. Okay. So in my heart, your Professor He Ping is a very considerate and knows what the TT needs and what the students needs. And I really like Professor He Ping, and I feel really lucky that she had this kind of a voice class, and also it's free for us, and we are just so lucky to have this class. We all have seats and rejoice for Professor He Ping and for ourselves. And then thanks for Teacher Bureau to help to arrange this class for us, because we really need it. And please put 111 if you feel the same as me, okay? So next will be our announcement for the next event. Thanks for everybody who put 111 in the chat room. Thank you. For old TTs, new TTs, we all need this kind of class. and hope Professor Herping can continue coming to give us this kind of teachings. It's really good. So until March 20th, we can still register for this, okay? Please check the group message, and the next class will be on March 31. Please save your time and to make sure you can attend it. So today, this kind of a voice training is better. It's better when you come alive online and practice with Professor Herping, right? So today you see there's one teacher who because make sure that you put your homework in time in the group. If you put your homework on time, and then you have the chance to get commented by Professor Herping. So do remember to hand over your homework on time. And Xiaoping also is the first one to hand the homework, and also Hongshan. Also, a lot of our teachers hand our homework on time. Rejoice for all of you, okay? Rejoice. And another important thing is, do you have your 4-step partner yet? Do you have your 4-step partner yet? If you already have, please put 111 in the chat room. If you, I see some of you already have, some didn't. If you didn't have your 4-step yet, you can put your name in this Excel file, and you can put your goals, your information. And then if anyone want to find a 4-step partner, they will see you, and then you can find each other and then do the practice together. So yeah, yes. And we hear our voice, and when others hear our voice, it's different. So when you have a 4-step partner, it's meaningful even in the professional way. So do find your 4-step partner. So I want to thanks for the first time class for the Voice for Future. First is Wei Lu. Thanks for Wei Lu. And helping Professor also our biggest volunteer. And also our volunteers in the group who sending messages all the time. We are all teachers and busy in the daily time. And Bi Zhen and yeah, and I see some yeah, a lot of you are serving this event. Thank you all. Yes, another important message is that this is, even we already opening, there's still a chance that we can resist this event. So if you have this kind of TT who want to attend, and please, you can inform him or her to attend this event. And you only just need to donate $50 for Geshe-las project, any project, then you can attend this program freely. Please share it with the TT you know, okay? And at last, So let's hope. Let's do hope what we have learned today, and hope our voice can have the wings of the wisdom, and hope it can become the golden seeds spreading to anyone who can hear our voice into their heart, to plant the seeds for wisdom, to help the whole world, the universe, every living beings in the universe, every living beings having this joy in the wisdom to enjoy. Thank you for all of you. Do coffee meditation tonight, okay? That's all for today's class. And please, some music. I'll see you next time. Remember, remember that you can listen to this class again after this class, okay? Okay, thank you for all the volunteers. Bye bye. Be grateful. Thank you all for attending this Voice for Future event for the first class. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.